Hello everyone, my name is Devashish and this is an Ed Sharpener production. Few days ago, we asked a calculus question which was as follows. If coffee was poured in each of the cups, as shown there are 4 cups, and graph of height of coffee from bottom was plotted against the time for all the cups. One of the cups had following graph, which is as given. So which cup had that kind of a graph? Height was measured from the bottom. I am reiterating again. And many of you answered that the answer is B, which is absolutely correct. So we will see a mathematical approach to the answer, and also we will look at the intuition behind this problem. This is a simple calculus problem, and you can start off by assuming any of the cup. Let's say we get cup A. Let me just draw that cup A shape like this. Simply, if we assume a cross section at this cup like that, okay, let's say this cross section is at height h, and the width of or the thickness of that particular disk is dh. Then this small volume is going to be the cross sectional area at this place, which we could assume to be ah times dh, right? So we are writing AH means the cross section area is the function of height from the bottom. As we can see, the cross sectional area keeps changing as the height increases. So dV, or the small volume that we are getting, is AH times the DH. Now this means dV by DH is equal to cross sectional area, AH function. Now what we had been given in the problem was that coffee was poured with the constant volume, which I missed iterating in the question. So basically what we are given with is dV by dt is constant. All right. So the coffee is being poured with a constant rate, and that's why dV by dt is constant. We can assume that to be some k. Now with the chain rule, you know that dV by dt is going to be dV by dH times dH by dt. Since basically volume is the function of height and height is the function of time. Obviously, we can now put the values. We already know dV by dH is AH. So we can put K is equal to AH times dH by dt. Now, in order to guess what shape the cup has, we need to look at dH by dt values. Okay, once we have the graph, we can see dH by dt values and compare them with the different slopes that we get at the graph. So this gives us dH by dt to be equal to some constant k, this k divided by ah. Obviously now you see that dH by dt is k by ah. Now let us focus on this particular equation. dH by dt is equal to k by ah. We know that AH varies and K is constant. Now let us look at the graph. Now it is really easy to see that the slope initially is high and at the end it is also high, almost similar. So now, in order for dH by dt to be large at the start and the end, AH, or the cross section, has to be small, right? And that is why if we compare between all the cups, only possible shape is B, because the cross section at the end and at the start are smaller than in the middle. Since at the middle you have smaller rate of change, you get the slope value to be smaller, and that's why AH has to be large. And therefore the correct answer is option B. You can do this with the intuition. I'm sure most of you have done this with intuition. You don't really have to do this much of mathematics, but it's really a big fun for me to write down all that. You can see that at the start and at the end, the rates of change are similar, like almost same. So you know that the cup is going to be symmetric across this particular axis. If you draw the horizontal axis from the middle, the cup is going to be symmetric, and that's why the possible answers could be A and B. And then you would notice that the rate of change is smaller in the middle, so you will choose the option B. Another exercise for all of you who are actually viewing this problem or following these problems from the start is going to be drawing all the graphs, like drawing height versus time for all these cups. So try that and describe me what kind of shapes that you get for the graphs in the comment section. If possible, I'll create that video as well. I'll see you soon with another video soon. तब तक के लिए ज्ञान पीते रहिए.